Hi everyone. So today we're going to look at another IELTS Part 1 topic, and we've got 6 questions here on the topic of teachers. Well, this is a topic I know a lot about because I have 20 years of teaching experience. So sometimes though, when you're an expert, you might end up just talking too much, and they only have so much time, so they might interrupt you. So you still got to keep your answers fairly concise, not too long in part one. Don't have to try too hard to impress them. But the main thing, part one, it needs to be clear and it needs to be fluent, and then that will help you boost your score. Don't have to worry too much about impressing them with big words. The grammar, they'll probably listen to that more in part two and part three. But pay attention though to the tense of the question as well, and that will help you get the tense right that you need. Okay, so let's have a look at the questions. Do I have a favorite teacher? Well, right now I am a teacher, but the teachers I know are my colleagues, and I'm not sure if I could choose one or the other. But yeah, when I was at school, I liked my history teacher because he was quite engaging and he always asked the class lots of questions. And I was eager to put my hand up and answer. And I have observed other teachers in my school, and there's one teacher who teaches global perspectives who really gets gets involved in the students, and really challenges their opinions. And she's quite lively, and she wears bright colours, and I think she's quite popular. Okay, so second one, do I want to be a teacher in the future? Well, I can only ask for me, but some of you are probably thinking about that, but you're still in university, and it's an option that you could think about. But yeah, if you don't want to be a teacher, maybe it's because you can't handle the class. Perhaps you're a bit introverted. You might find it hard to manage a class. Maybe the salary is not attractive for you. The working hours are not always great. You might have to bring homework home to mark, things like that. For me, yeah, I still want to be a teacher in the future. And yeah, I want to teach as long as possible because I think for me, teaching is a privilege. It's something that I enjoy and it's something I get a lot of satisfaction from. Now, yeah, I've talked about a teacher that briefly in the earlier question, then I still remember my history teacher. I mentioned him. Um, yeah, his name was Mr. Merrifield. I'm trying to think of some other teachers that I remember. Well, there was a physics teacher who everyone was a bit scared of. He was quite strict. But I never had his class, but he did teach us cricket as well. And he was also pretty firm with us with that game. So, but yeah, he was very well known in the school because of how strict he was. And students were a bit scared of him. But he never got angry with me. I was perhaps one of the lucky ones. Okay. No, I'm not in touch with my primary school teachers now, being so old, but it's good if you do bump into them. I remember bumping into my headmistress from my primary school, and she was quite excited to see how I'd grown up. So if you do bump into them when you're older, I'm sure they would be really happy to see how you've grown up and what you've become. So, but yeah, if you can, yeah, try to keep in touch with them. But I think at the same time, they don't want you to keep in touch with them too much. You have to move on in life. But occasionally you can send them some greetings, perhaps on Teachers' Day or something like that, and show your appreciation. Okay, in what way has my favorite teacher helped me? Well, I mentioned um, my history teacher before. Yeah, I suppose he helped me get a good grade at history, but I could have even got a higher one. He was still disappointed with me. He felt I could have tried a bit harder and got an even better grade. So yeah, maybe that made me think that I've really got to try my best and not just take things for granted. So yeah, he was a bit disappointed with my grade, and he told me quite forthrightly. Um, Okay. Well, this is in the present tense. Do I like my primary school teachers more than my high school teachers? Um, well, when I was in my middle school, anyway, we had the same teacher all year round. For my primary school, I don't remember her very well. But it's such a long time ago. But with your middle school teacher, you had one teacher all year round, and they taught you most subjects. But when you go into high school, or we call it secondary school in England, yeah, you get subject teachers, science teachers, maths teachers. You get all different types, so you don't really get such a close bond with them. So maybe the primary school teachers stick more in my mind, and I have good memories of them, really. Um, so, um, so, so yeah. But if I liked a subject, perhaps in high school, like I mentioned, I like history, I liked economics. I might enjoy being taught by the, and maybe it's because the teacher was also good as well. But I found the teachers that I really liked were the ones who asked the class questions and tried to get the class involved. Okay, so that's the topic of teachers. So you might have different answers. You've all got your own personal experience. But yeah, try to keep it clear and fluent. And good luck with your IELTS. Take care and bye for now.